Hello and welcome to Offsite Dirt. Our favorite topics are those that occur on Marketplace. And today we are featuring MF Tools. My name is Mark Wille, and I'm joined by Audree Grubesic.
Thanks, Mark. It's great to be here, and it's great to feature a marketplace story with MF Tools. And Fidencio is going to give us a little bit of his background, where he started, and how did he come to this tool company. Fidencio, tell us a little bit more about your story.
I'm a local 80 grip and a 33 stagehand, and I do a lot of construction and rigging. And in construction, we move a lot of set walls. They can be constructed from 1x3 lumber or 2x4s, double side walls. And I just had to come up with a tool that'd make my life a little bit easier. And all the guys and girls working in the industry, they're moving set walls. And so I came up with the Wall Buddy kit, and it helps us out. It's safer to move walls, and you're not going to get it injured.
So when you're driving around town, do you keep some of these on hand in your truck, or do you keep like little stashes at home? Like, are you always prepared to say, hey, look at this?
Yes and no, depends, because I sell them out quick. They sell out on the website and in person. I mean, when we're moving double side walls, like especially like a double side walls and 2x4 walls, the guys would be like, they'll see me pull out the tool and they're like, oh, I want that. So if I have them in my car, I'll come and grab them, not wait till they're back in stock.
It's perfect. So it's hotcakes, right? On a Sunday morning, everyone's ready to eat them up. One of the things that sets you apart in this day and age is you're also an American-made product, right? So this is from your need to have a solution. What does that mean for the people you work with that you created the solution for their need?
They love it. I mean, we're working on I was just on a set in December. We're loading in a show, double side walls for this full season 2. And we didn't have wall jacks, and we had to put these walls, they're 10x10, up on a platform that's 30 inches, no wall jacks, unload them from stake bed trucks. All the guys on the crew had my Wall Buddy. They all loved it. They're like, dude, we loaded this whole show in. By the time we received the wall jacks, it was on a Friday. We already loaded the whole show in. We didn't even need the wall jacks.
Wow. So you are this massive innovator. You also created solving a problem. And Mark really kind of identifies these interesting people. That's what we say you are. You're very interesting because, one, you were trying to figure out a way to move walls. You figured out a tool system, you created it and a solution. And now people that are working with you are probably super happy to be there, being able to get this stuff done and not having to wait for additional equipment on site. What drives you to wanting to do something like this? Like, what is it about you that you thought, I've got to change this, I've got to create something different?
I just don't like lifting heavy walls, like double side walls. We'd have to put our hands together and just use all your strength and just lift it up. And I was just tired of that. I mean, people already had the Wall Buddy out, which is for 1x3 walls. Nobody had one out for 2x4 walls or double side walls. So I just started messing with it. And over the years, I kind of innovated it more and more until I got to this point. And it's a great tool. I mean, you have one tool on your tool belt, and you can pretty much move any wall you need. Because I know it'll hold up to 830 pounds before the Wall Buddy will bend apart. You're not going to lift 830 pounds. It just makes life easier for grips. I mean, we have to put walls in random places. It can be on a film set, or it can be on location in some random spot. I mean, we've had to, you can be on the beach carrying walls. You can be anywhere.
When I first came across it, I thought of all the problematic ways that I've had to deal with it. So it's exactly you said. You're using shear force this way, and you feel it down your shoulder and back. Um, but I'm also convinced that the entire construction world and factory world can benefit from this as well. Uh, for the most part, we use 4x8 sections of walls and sometimes 8x8. But it's like you said, wherever the weight threshold is, you're at 832, you said?
830 pounds.
Yeah, like two professionals shouldn't be we shouldn't be taking on much more than that anyway, right? Unless Hulk Hogan's around. So it's like in that regard, whether you're moving it 1 inch up, an inch and a half to set onto a plate, or whether you're moving it to a roller assembly, it's all about that controlled system. And so that's what you did with the wall buddy kit is you made it a truly a system that you could count on.
Yeah, it saved me many times, and many other people I seen them get saved by it. You don't want to be humping 2x4 walls or double side walls all day long. 10-hour days, 14-hour days.
Did you see when you were creating this product, did you see that this could be used for multiple industries?
I didn't think about it. Not at all. It never came to my mind that the construction world could benefit from it.
And are you seeing that that's a place that your business is increasing in that area? Is that an area that you're now focusing more on, or where are the multiple industries that you're seeing your reach go to?
It's most. I don't. I don't know where the people who buy my tool online where it goes to, but I know most of the guys that have my tool are either stagehands or grips who are in the
Okay.
filming.
Well, we see it obviously, like Mark was saying, we see this being a great conversion over into the construction industry. So people are buying your product online right now. Do you see a future of getting into retail places?
Yes, I have my tool in one other site. There's another fellow local 80 grip who has a online store, and he also sells my products on there.
The
So
the maker space, right? People in this kind of interesting global economy, people create custom goods and then they're sought after from other folks to create another custom piece. And then this item gets created and often stored and then often shipped and then on and on and on. I was thinking as well, the whole creating aspect is the same way. There's no way to effectively maneuver them, right? And they're all the same dimensions. So this is another factor of necessity, right? Is, as they call it, the father of invention. And the fact that you came up with the idea to innovate this into a real product, I love it. And to your logo is like stunning. So like I follow you on Instagram all the time, and it's things like this that always give me promise of the next great idea is always coming, and you did it.
I mean, yeah. Thank you.
So for our audience we are obviously going to grab some of your videos and make sure that we are able to kind of perform it. But can you give us just an overall description of what this tool is?
I have my wall buddy that I use here for work.
Yes,
Beat up,
we'd love to
but
see it.
this is the wall buddy. I CNC machine the edges so you get a better bite, and then in here you would put 2 screws in for double side walls. It's all aluminum, comes apart. It's all, my inserts are steel, the pin's steel, the body's aluminum, and there's knurling on the handle for just so it grips better.
That gives you the solid grip. The steel gives you the added strength, and then the design allows for the lift factor. So you're not doing all the work. You've got your buddy.
That's pretty ingenious to be able to come up. I mean, when I look at it now, I haven't touched it. This is all new to me. It's such a simple idea to create such a great impact. Wouldn't you say, Mark?
It is great. And I'm telling you, like the world right now only has a small idea of what we're getting into, right? Construction is always evolving. And whether it's something that's happened for a set that changes or something that's happening for a wall panel to go from A to B back to A and over again, sometimes these processes are repeated and repeated and repeated, like people have no idea. And when this goes on and on, you simplify it, and this way everyone's not dripping sweat always trying to figure out what to do. I was alarmed. I actually didn't know that it unscrews. I didn't know that was threaded and tapped. Like, that is perfect. The machining I got right away. You could tell the precision machining, and it's funny. You're like, this is beat up because this is my walk around sample. The thing's not beat up. The thing's glorious, right? It's durable, but like it's killer that it's tapped and threaded like that. I love it. And we're gonna see this in the panelized world, and someone's gonna turn around and they're like, yeah, I got it, and I use it for this, and then someone else is going to use it for their own use. That's what the marketplace does. They take a good idea and they use it for their needs. So way to go, brother.
Thank you.
So where do you see the future? Where are you going to expand? Is it going to stay in the area that you're in right now, or are you seeing that there's other industries that you can really start magnifying?
I think the construction world can benefit from the wall buddy. I mean, you guys have to move walls, is going to help you out. It allows you to move stuff more precisely than just lifting and just moving it. You know, I can see it going in the construction world.
Yep. We have another weird thing, not just for the panelized walls, but walls change over time. I'm a wall freak, right? I'm really into them. But what we keep on seeing is bucks. So buck is an area where the window sits inside of the wall. And these things are incredibly complex. And it's the same that you described. There's no good way to lift them. But if you don't lift them correctly, what happens is they rack. And once something is racked, the craftsmanship that went into making this work, right, for the next people and for its purpose, it's a dilemma. So having a person on each side would allow that for the grab, the lineup, and the set, right? It's the same thing as stage work. So it's all about the control, and it's all about the setting. And man, it's like when we shifted from the darn flathead screwdriver, right? We knew it didn't work. We all kept saying, stop making slotted screws, but they didn't. And then someone came up with the hex head, and everyone's like, why did we ever do it the other way? That's what you did. You gave us an answer to say, why did we ever do it that way? Or how many people have said to you, why didn't I think of this? Right? People have to have told you that. Like, it's like necessity, brother.
Getting old, and I'm getting tired of lifting those heavy walls.
So great. Well, we are super excited to at least celebrate you in your infancy. It sounds like this is going to be a product that's going to get bigger, better, and cross multiple industries. We can't thank you enough for sharing it with us. Is there anything that you'd like to say in closing? And then obviously people can find it on mftoolusa.com, correct?
Correct. You can find my products there. Thank you for having me.
This is great. I love it. And I love that you're so sincere, and it makes our job on the marketplace celebrated to see and to be able to be a cheerleader for you. We look forward to seeing this crossover into our industry. We see a lot of uses, not only in construction, but offsite solutions. We think that this could be the next product out there to really help move wall systems, window systems, anything that really needs a lift and a carry. Mark, wouldn't you say so?
This is it. Red, white, and blue. It's out there for you. Follow MF Tools and check us out every week on Offsite Dirt.
Thank you again for being here. It was so great to celebrate you and your great success already.
Thank you, guys.